All right, Russ. You want to do our intro?
We're live?
We're live.
Live? Podcasting in the park?
Podcasting in the park.
All right, then. Hey, well, welcome to episode 1 of Podcasting in the Park, a limited series where our goal is to podcast in every major park across America and get to know the locals, right?
Yeah, that's right.
So,
Where are we at today?
oh, that's a great question. We are in Washington Square Park today. Quite possibly the craziest park in New York City.
Can you
Definitely
describe?
up there with Union Park.
Definitely. Can you describe what's going on around us right now?
Yeah, so this is just your average day in Washington Square Park. What you're going to see is tourists, vendors, crackheads, and TikTokers.
Honestly, yeah. How many TikTok? We've seen like 3 of them already so far. One of them has like 500K or something.
Yeah, we've seen a few. No shout-outs here, but
shout-outs
definitely
here.
people wandering around. Classic man on the street interviewing stuff. I mean, nothing that I haven't done at this exact park.
Someone recognized you already.
Yeah, I mean, I used to do this. I was a avid TikToker in Washington Square Park. I like to ask people where they were headed and follow them. No, I wouldn't. No, but this is exciting. I'm not a big podcaster.
I feel like you did great. You did phenomenal podcast.
What's good?
What's up?
You want to get in on it? We got a third mic. Yeah, sit down.
What are we talking about?
That's honestly you, brother.
I have a couple questions.
You have the
for you.
mic?
I have the mic.
Question.
Where are you from? You from here?
From New Jersey, but I have a family
Hello, Wayne.
in Upper East Side.
Okay. Investment property?
No, family.
Okay, but you're living over in New Jersey. What part of Jersey?
Near like Rutgers. You know Rutgers?
Yeah, so North Jersey.
Yeah, over there.
All right. How often are you coming in the city?
Like every weekend, just I feel better working here, like, and everything.
What do you do for work?
So right now, I'm getting like, I like designing stuff, and all
Yeah.
kinds of things coming out. So I'm coming with this bracelet soon. Just design this bracelet. I can show you guys after this.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I'm working on a bag too. And I think I'm gonna make it something I love doing.
How long have you been in the design space for?
I mean, it's a lifestyle for my whole life.
I guess that's fair, but like how long have you been actually... So when you say design, are you drawing? Are you actually
Well,
sewing and cutting and meshing?
I'm not much shower, but obviously I want to get to it. Because if you're designing, you got to create your own stuff. Like, you can't have other people create it.
Sure.
So, like, my first piece, jewelry, I just designed it, but then I'm having a manufacturer make it.
Okay.
But the bag, I want to work on full myself.
What do you got any vision for it?
What do you mean?
Like, is it going to be a denim bag, leather bag? Are you going to make it out of pants?
Stingray bag, stingray leather.
I've never heard of that before.
See?
I mean, it's stingray, so it's just...
Stingray.
You're gonna skin a stingray?
I ain't going to do that. Someone else do it.
But you said you can't... You said you have to be the designer, the
All
artist.
right, maybe I'll go to Mexico and do it. 'Cause I'm getting it from Mexico.
So, what's your name, first of all?
Hello, Leo.
Leo?
How's it going?
Nice to meet you.
Russ, bro.
How's it going?
Meet
You didn't say your name.
Ishan.
Ishan, all right.
Yeah.
Fuck, I had a joint. I wish I had a lighter right now.
I have a lighter.
All right, good.
It's in that bag.
It's in here?
Yeah.
You guys have a social media or something?
Yeah.
Yeah. The Outliers podcast.
How many viewers you guys get? Like, what's the...
Zero viewers. This is our first podcast ever.
You guys
No,
have it somewhere.
To be honest, he has a podcast. It's Outliers. This is kind of something we're testing right now. It's called Podcast in the Park. What's going on? Let's see, you guys.
Go on.
The whole
Open mic situation. Yeah, keep on
the
talking.
whole theme here is
I appreciate it.
is like getting to know the locals and like just
Yeah.
checking out different parks all around America. So I live here. He's from
Nice,
LA, so he kind of brought the creative
Friends in
side in.
LA, yeah.
Yeah, man.
It's nice.
Did you grow up in Jersey?
I was born in New York and I grew up in New Jersey. My family, my whole family, my 2 brothers and my sister were all grew up in New York. And once I was born, moved out of the city.
Oh, word?
Yeah, it's fucked up, no?
I feel like, I mean, I wouldn't want to be raised here. Did you like growing up in this area?
I want to live here for 2 years once I'm financially free. But I feel like if I grew up here, I wouldn't want to live here.
Hold on. You
You know
plan
what
to
I
be
mean?
financially free in 2 years.
100%, yeah.
Let's talk about that. You got any kind of game plan?
Well, it's the bracelets, and then you turn the bracelets into business, and then I always, like, my life goal is just, like, be myself, never change, and I still have never changed, and I'm happy with myself, and I always want to start a YouTube channel, just, like, walking around doing nothing.
Hell yeah.
And I do some videos, like, short videos, and I show friends, they tell me, you gotta post it, So I'm probably gonna start doing that once I get, like, the little recognition.
What stops you from posting videos that you're already recording?
Nothing, really, it's just not, I was never, like, I'm about the social media life, like, I love posting social media, but, like, my designs and, like, my YouTube, I always, like, fond about posting, I don't know why. But I love posting my life on social media. Just with that stuff, I hated posting.
Authenticity is important, but you got to press play. You got to press
I know. You just gotta start and do it.
We want to see you pop off, dude. After this
will.
podcast, you got to start it.
I said 2 years I'd be financially free, so my name will be out there. Remember Leo F. Goldcomb.
All right. I've been in the content game since 2020. And I don't have a business per se. My business is content. I'd say I make the majority of my money through brand deals. You know, a little bit of money I make through affiliates. The classic like influencer shit, right?
Yeah, I used to drop ship too.
Yeah, sure. E-commerce, that's a great little side hustle. But I'm telling you, 2 years to be financially free, it's a lot harder than you think. I'd love to know, like...
Oh, yeah, of course, like with the steak or old doing right now, it's going to be harder.
Well, sure. I'm curious, is your goal just to make a Shopify, create a following?
I don't even want the website. It's not a... Obviously, you need money to create your dreams, obviously.
Yep.
But, like, the website's going to be a plain website. Like, it's just going to be my name and then buy now. Like, I don't care. It's just more of, like, it's who I am. Like, it's who I am. That's what I want people to see me as. That's how I want to earn my money. Just me living on my day-to-day basis.
Your brand is an extension of you. Got you.
Like, for this...
She's cool. You got some mist. It adds to the effect.
For this bracelet, I lost my bracelet. I was in Israel. I'm Jewish.
Me too.
Oh, that's nice. My bad. And then, I was going to ask if he's Jewish, but you never know. So my bracelets, I just lost my bracelet. I wanted a new bracelet, and I created this bracelet.
Yes, sir.
And then I showed people.
Podcasting in the park.
I just sat down here and I'm talking. I like
some locals.
the life and
Yo, hang around. We'll have you sit down.
You know what I mean?
Sit down. But yeah, let's hear it. Let's
so I lost my bracelet. I needed a new bracelet, and then I created it. And people were like, "I fuck with it. You should sell this." And that's why I started selling it. It's who I am. Like, I was just creating for myself, and other people like I like, and I was like, "Fuck it."
How do you express yourself through these bracelets?
So like it's thumbtacks. So it's like thumbtacks connected. I can show you. But like I was majorly depressed, and when you're depressed, you feel pinned in one thing. So I thought the thumbtacks is you pin something, and I felt pinned in life. So I connected to the bracelet.
Here's a question I have. This is a question I want to ask everybody we have on today. And there's what was your biggest failure, and then what did you learn from that?
I didn't really like. I guess you could put a failure in all different types of terms. Yeah. But the most thing I had a setback was probably my depression. That probably wasn't a setback. I had to come back from it, and I learned something how to be confident, strong. You learn from it you just learn the experience really.
Did you go to college? Are you in college?
I'm in community college right now.
Oh yeah.
I feel like it's pulling me down.
Oh really? How come?
It's just like I'm doing business and I'm in a sales class and I'm like I asked my sales teacher what's your sales experience. He worked in Macy's furniture for 20 years. Like that's low. Like it's different types of sales, but it's not the sales I want to apply to my life, like to my business. I want to do high sales, not like that type of sales.
So I know a lot of people that really find a way to manipulate the school system by going to community college to get their associate's degree, but it sounds like you're starting to get into that bachelor's degree. You're starting to get into some more major specific classes. Don't you think it might be in your favor, in your benefit to go look at more of a state university?
I don't. I mean, if college was my way, yes. If I wanted to learn and learn through the teachers, yes, I would pick that. Like college is only a bad thing if you I'm phrasing my words bad. It's only a good thing if you want to learn. It's bad if you don't want to learn.
Of course.
That's why it's an option.
Yep.
That's why you go or not.
However, I would say that education is really important in all facets of life.
High school, yes.
Renaissance learner,
Yes.
something a phrase that I really agree with and can live by. So what's stopping you from going to take educational classes like on design and merchandise?
That's true. Yeah.
I have friends in it.
That's not a bad thing. I'm not saying it just. I don't know. For me, I feel like that's not my way. Everybody's a different way. You know what I mean?
Some people need to get their boots to the ground and just work and fail and get back up and try again.
In order to learn is well, I want to sell these bracelets. If they don't sell, the only way to understand if they don't sell how I feel is if they don't sell, how to do it. I got to do it to learn. I can learn all these sales classes and everything, how to do it. But until I do it, I don't even know how it is.
Gotcha. I really appreciate you coming on. Yeah. Oh, so is there any shout outs you want to give out to your business, whatever it is?
Shout out Leo M. Golko. That's my Instagram. That's it.
Hell yeah. Nice meeting you, bro. You're good, man. Take care.
Starting a lot. I appreciate it. Real. Really good. Oh, you're so based on. Oh, I know. I didn't know.
What a mess. Well, this was a pretty cool first one.
This was a cool first one.
I'm your first.
Yes, you are, man.
It's true.
Oh, gosh.
I'll follow you guys.
This is kind of the beauty of podcasting in the park for those that are still listening, watching with us. You kind of get a flare of everyone that's kind of walking around, everyone that's,
my bad, I'm
a beautiful day in my New York podcast City, right now. This is one of the biggest tourist attractions of New York. Here we have people just kind of walking around, trying to get their daily dose of entertainment.
I'll follow you back. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, nice meeting you, brother. Take care.
But yeah,
And now
shit,
let's wait and see who's next.
that was a
Would you like to come shed some wisdom on our podcast? No, I think he's interested in watching.
But yeah, that was good. I think that's basically what we're gonna do. You know what I'm saying? We're here. We're getting our picture taken by a lot of people.
What inspired you to do this? Because I guess a little bit of backstory while we wait for our next ouch.
Yeah.
A bit of backstory while we wait for our next random guest to show up. I live in New York City. Ishan's here as an extension of his birthday weekend.
Yes.
And his biggest request was to podcast in Washington Square Park. And I was down.
Yeah,
But-
instantly.
Let's hear about the vision.
Yeah, man. Thank you for that question. That's a really good question. So for me, my entire life, I've kind of understood that if you want to succeed in life, there's a couple of skills that you really, really need, and one of them is understanding humans. And so for me, this podcast, the Outliers podcast, my original podcast, was created to talk with humans and unique individuals and see how they think and operate. I thought coming here to this park, we would meet a lot of different unique individuals like we just did right now. Talk about the materials.
You want to come on? It's just a podcast. Come around.
Okay, don't keep it too long. Huh? Don't keep it too long.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
What? Here you go.
What's up, homies? How y'all doing? I am Abby Normal. What's your name?
Ishan.
Ishan?
Ross, nice to meet you.
Russ, nice to meet you.
Tell us about yourself.
You got a great outfit on.
Outliers right now. That's the first thing. I lose a lot of things. I'm always late, but I'm always on time. You know what I'm saying? It's just kind of hard. I just got a lot of things going on, and when I wear these boots, I can't skate. So I try. I'm a DJ. I'm an artist. I make clothing. I have my own brand called Demon World. If you see it on the walls, I didn't spray paint it. And then, I just support other artists in New York. My vision is to just, everyone blows up on whatever they want to do. So that's pretty much me in a nutshell.
Well, how long you been doing it for?
Literally music since I'm 29. I feel honestly, I'm fucking 35 though, but I'm 29. I've been doing music since I was 13. And I mainly started with rap, but now I make electronic music that's really fast. It's actually called sex trance. It's a brand new meme genre.
Did you grow up around here?
Close. I'm at East Coast again. I'm from Connecticut originally.
Heard you.
Yeah.
What's
Hold on, can you talk about this inspiration for this outfit? This is dope.
Yo, facts. So you guys are meeting Abby right now. I'm actually 3 different people, but the same heart. So I'm Ab, AB, and Abby. So this is Abby Normal. This is the alternative. Goes to raves, likes to stay up for 3 days at a time. So this inspired this just from being an alternative in the scene. I have dreads underneath here, but I can't dye my hair, and I always wanted green hair. So I'm just always in the green hair. And my boots, I used to work at a thrift store called Buffalo Exchange, and then these are demonias. I just love being taller. So
I got you.
Did you create these personalities in a form of art, or is there really in your mind 3 different versions of you?
Yo, to be honest, it's a little bit of both. So it's an easy way for me to convey the different sides of me. I have an alternative side. I have my just normal Brooklyn Jamaican side.
Sure.
And then I have a really, really chill skater side that just likes to wear baggy pants and skate for 2 days at a time.
Where's your skateboard at?
Honestly, right behind us in this great skate spot park, Washington Square Park. I skate everywhere. I skate at LES, skate anywhere I can on the streets.
What are some of the difficulties you faced being an artist in the Northeast?
Oh my God. I'll tell you right now, especially trying to be a rapper at first in the rap industry, competition and just lack of support. I support everyone's dreams, but it's a rat race in the rap race, if you feel me. Yeah. So it's kind of hard, and that was just the biggest trying to just stand out in a sea of people, which is I guess for every genre, but I feel other genres do a much better job of coming together as a community.
What's a moment of success that's kept you keep pushing, obviously, because you've been doing this for a long time? What are some moments that have really helped you and motivate you to continue?
Yo, I got you. I love this podcast. You guys are great. No, so a bunch of things, but to dumb it down, and in my travels and different experiences, I have met my idols. I've met people who I've watched who start from zero and become everything to this day. I could name drop all day, but I have met some of my favorite idols and stars, and that's what keeps me going. And also just
fans from like different countries at my level, because I'm not anywhere big yet. I would like to be. I'm getting bigger every day, but definitely it's so sick to know that somebody in Japan really likes my music. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and that's just the internet for you. So like,
Here's a quite last question for you right here.
yeah.
What is your biggest failure, and what did you learn from it?
Yo, dude, I got kicked out of fucking of high school, a prep high school, and it was because someone was making fun of me for starting to produce and release music. So I think the biggest failure of that was not adhering to. And there's always going to be voices. There's always going to be criticism. There's always going to be negativity. You shouldn't let someone else's views and what they do to you arise like the negative parts out of you. No one should be able to control that shit. And I had to learn throughout life, like, I gotta just relax. Like, we're gonna get negative comments, we're gonna get negative energy. Just like almost like reflect it so it's positive versus making all a bunch of negative stuff.
Indifference is powerful.
Yo, yeah, bro. Yo, yeah. Indifference is powerful. Silence is the key sometimes. Like, yeah.
We're getting a lot of mist over here.
Yeah, super.
I kind of feel it's good. I'm not gonna lie.
Honestly, it does. It's like a little cool breeze every like few minutes or so.
I have a question for y'all. What's y'all podcast called or about, if you have a name or anything?
Honestly, it's kind of like a limited series called Podcast in the Park.
Yeah.
He runs a podcast called Outliers Podcast. It's kind of our own thing.
Honestly, we might need to just change the name of the podcast in the park.
Yeah,
at this
so we're
point.
calling it Podcast in the Park. It's like our goal is to go to every major park in America and just like talk to locals, get to know what the vibe is in the city that we're in.
Yo, that's so sick. Yo, like, Loki, can I follow y'all?
Yeah, of course.
Yo, I would love to do that, dude. That's so awesome. You guys.
Vice versa, if you want to shout out, your artwork, where you
Yo, yeah, I definitely will. Yo, I'm Abby Normal. I'm at Podcast in the Park with the homies. Check out at ABN_RML on Instagram. And I make sex trance music. Sex trance 2023, baby.
Let's get it.
It's a new genre. Well, dude, Abby, it was a nice meeting you.
Yo, yes. Yo, it was great. Yo, I'm going to get y'all Instagram.
Yeah, we got you real quick.
No, yeah, guys, drink. Have it. What's y'all? What do I call y'all names wise again?
I'm Russ.
Rough, right? And then
Eshawn.
yeah. Rough and Eshawn.
Yeah, man. I really hope all the best for you. I really hope to see you blow up soon.
Yo, thank you so much, dude. Like, it's definitely out of my later years of doing music, but definitely on the incline. Yeah, definitely did. Well, this sex thing is definitely working out. Remember.
We'll continue to grind, bro. Continue to take cool moments like this. Spread the word, spread the message.
Yo, I'm down, and y'all do the same. Yo, I appreciate Donnie still here talking.
Of course, man. Hey, take care. Be safe. Oh, damn.
Yo, thanks.
Nice meeting you.
Thank you.
No worries. Hey, man, if this is something that you guys enjoy, let us know. Like, we are mobile. We are sitting on rented. I have every intention of returning all of the furniture we're sitting on.
Dude,
right
okay,
now.
can we talk about the fucking trek I made with this shit over here, bro?
Yeah, so we're in New York City, right? We've touched on this a few times. Ubers, it's not even that Ubers are expensive. They're inconvenient for one, and they're difficult, and they're uncomfortable, and they smell bad here. Most people take the train. That's how you transportate around. Is that a transportate? Transport. It's how you teleport.
TP.
And we went to a Home Depot. Take it away, boss.
I went to Home Depot, and I was like, well, Russ was in a meeting, and so we're going to meet after this. And basically, I kind of got these tables and all these chairs. I had them wrap all of this together, and I carried it by this handle here, after you can see it. But I carried this all the way over here. It was about a mile walk, but it was about like 3.3 miles to the subway, walked down the stairs in the subway, carried all this shit through the fucking terminal, onto the subway, got out of the subway, carried all this shit upstairs, like 2 flights of stairs, walked another like 0.3 miles.
This is awful storytelling.
All the way to Washington Square Park. I just suck at storytelling. I don't know. But
I think what Ishan's trying to get at is that he hauled this shit about 2 miles.
it's fucking terrible.
It's real heavy, right? I think we grabbed an 8-foot foldable table. We have 3 chairs here. But I think what we were getting at is how mobile this podcast can be.
Oh, yeah. No, we will definitely be optimizing this so we can take this wherever.
And I'd be interested to even understand, like, what if we did this in the middle of Central Park? Or Madison Square Park, or Astoria Park, which is where I live.
I love Astoria Park.
You'd be getting, like, dog moms and dog dad. You'd be getting, like, people in their 30s that are raising a family. It'd be such a different environment. I think that's the beauty of this setting is we're the same people, but based off of where we are, we'll be getting such a different environmental feel to the podcast, the scene, the setting.
We could be like, yeah, we could take this like LA, Texas, wherever. We could go to any major parks and be like, hey, what's going on? Meet people, different walks of life. Like we just met right now. We just met 2 people that like I had crazy like dreams and aspirations.
It's weird because people can think of New York City and they think finance bros, they think tech startups, they think Wall Street, right? They think the stock market. And that's, I mean, I'm on brand there, right? I invest with Russ. That's what I do. I make content on the stock market investing. I worked for a financial tech startup. So I see that side of Manhattan as well, but we're in the middle of NYU's campus here. I can see NYU's library right here to our left, my left, whatever. People are selling thrifty clothes right here to our left. We have artwork over here to our right. Point being is like New York is way more art driven than people give it.
It's very diverse, and dude, honestly, the art here is probably some of the best I've seen in the world. I'm not gonna lie, people are they express themselves very, very well here.
I think the fashion of New York City is one of a kind, and LA is always trying to catch up to what New York has always done.
It's just debatable.
We're on a podcast for a reason, brother.
It is. You want to come on?
We have a third mic.
Come on, sit down. We'll talk about you.
Like, honestly, it's...
Come on.
Washington Square Park, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I do see a floating...
Our video definitely probably saw it.
No, you guys, because you were forced
Yeah.
this way,
Yeah.
right? Did we take a video?
Our video probably got it.
Yeah, there's a good
yeah.
chance we got...
You guys probably saw it.
This might not be on YouTube.
Hopefully. Yeah, might not. It's gonna get canceled. Hi, I'm Iman.
Iman Russell.
How do you hold this thing?
It's awkward.
Yeah.
Kind of just make it work.
Eshan.
Oh, nice name.
Do you live here?
I do. I've been living here since I was 6 years old.
Are you
Moved here from France. Yeah, showing my friend, best friend here. She lives in Toronto. First time in Washington Square Park. It's a lot.
Your first time or her?
No, her
I was going
first
to say,
time.
there's
I grew up
only a
here.
few reasons why people that live here come here.
Yeah, no, the amount of dumb shit that I've done in this park, I sort of avoid it now because you walk around, you're like, ooh, vision of me at 16. No.
So, your family's from France?
Yep, I'm French.
Why? Want to talk about
Why? You know what? That's a fucking great question.
Oh, yeah.
Why would we choose France?
No, why did you come to
because-
America as well?
Well, yeah, no, we came here because the fucking work, expat, bullshit, you know what I mean? My
Opportunity.
mom worked in fashion, so you start in France, you come to New York. That's kind of how it goes.
She's wearing avocado socks.
Oh, yeah, you got those for me.
It's clear
But yeah,
that
no,
fashion is passed down the line through blood.
It's in the genes. You can't avoid it.
I'd love for you to finish talking about why France, but
Why
I also want to
France?
know, are you in the fashion space yourself?
Absolutely not. I grew up in that world, so
So you're
I'm
trying to
not
get away
joining it. It's dangerous as fuck.
Why? What do you mean?
It has its great shit. I shouldn't be talking about it. No, it has its great perks and blah, but like it's like many industries, you know, it has a lot of downsides in terms of how they treat models. Like back in the day, like late 90s, early 2000s, models were God, right? Now they're cattle. So that evolution is really jarring, and it's just like it's a lot of, you know, making a big deal out of bullshit. Like, is this star gonna get her latte on time, or are the shoes shiny enough? I'm like, these are not real problems. Why are we treating them like it's so dramatic?
Yeah, that's powerful. Is your family still in fashion?
Sort of, some of them.
Because I'm curious, that idea of like toxic femininity and masculinity and more like just the toxic persona on social media. I'm curious your opinions on that. I mean, we're making a podcast right now. This will be on social
So
media.
what is your podcast about?
This is podcasting in the park.
Podcasting in the park, okay.
And the idea here is to podcast just in major parks all around America and talk to the people that live in them to get a vibe for like what the city feels like.
Okay.
So I
that's
live here.
interesting.
He's from Los Angeles. But we're basically just trying like everyone that sits in this chair and tells us about them, like you're individually painting an
Like,
image
what
of
is
like,
it like?
what is New York City really like?
And what do you do?
I'm a writer and
That's awesome.
work with startups.
Me too, for the record.
Yeah, what do
Do
you
you do copywriting?
I have. It's not my thing. I tried it. Yeah. I can't copyright. I can write creatively, like gorgeous metaphors, fucking no problem. This shit just flows out of me. I tried copywriting. You want me to describe glasses? I can't fucking do that.
Yeah, and for
I
those
can't do that.
that don't know, copywriting is a form of marketing where, I mean, your goal is to use as few words as possible to explain something in the best way.
Precisely. And it goes from anything from like blog posts, like product descriptions, just all this fucking it's not for me, man.
If you go on a New York subway, one really good example of every advertisement that you see, you're gonna see 5 to 7 words on a static image. That's
copywriting.
Even like get to know your customer flow when you're signing up for a new product. Every word that's chosen there is very specifically articulated, and the goal is to use as few words as possible
to just like get to the
that
point.
message.
But see, I can do that when it comes to like building companies and brands with like startups, because I guess it's because you're like connected to it.
You're building
so
the
I
vision.
can do that. Yeah, it just makes sense, like because I know the product, I know what we're trying to build. I can just like, but when it comes to other people's things, like it's really. What do you do?
So I manage content creators. So like people like him, he does like finance content. So I'll get them like brand deals. So people that
great.
have like followers on TikTok, YouTube,
Yeah.
I'll go to brands and be like, hey, these guys have followers, get them brand deals. I get a commission.
All right.
What would you say is a misconception of New York City?
I don't think people think it's clean, but if they do, that would be a misconception. I don't know that people are assholes.
Yeah,
It's true about Paris. That's fucking true.
Yeah, especially if you look like me.
Yeah,
I've never been to France. I have a friend who
That
studied
could be
abroad,
true.
and he like wasn't allowed into nightclubs because they were full. And then as soon as someone
No, it's rude. There is this thing like Parisians. French people in general, we're kind of assholes, but we kind of love it.
However-
but in New York, I don't think people are assholes at all. I think people are like that's why I love being a New Yorker. Like I make this comparison often. If you scream here, if something bad is happening to you and you fucking yell, people are gonna run towards you. In Paris, they do the opposite. They run like against.
That's very funny.
Here we're like, you're a New Yorker, you're part of a community.
And I'd say that is the biggest misconception as well. This idea that New Yorkers are head down, no one's willing to talk to you, no one's willing to communicate to you. I have countless stories of where people are kind, generous, just caring.
Yeah.
And I'll share one. I was like walking up the stairs of a New York subway station and just like fully ate shit, like tripped on the stairs.
Oh my fuck.
Both headphones came out, the AirPods case was out, my wallet fell. So I had things in all directions, and I had 4 separate people pick up each item and hand them to me. I was like overwhelmed,
sweet.
overwhelmed with joy, but also overwhelmed with the amount of things being given to me at once. But in that moment, notice someone could have taken my wallet, someone could have grabbed it.
Yeah, no.
And what's crazy is I just had surgery on my elbow, so I was in pain. I landed on my elbow. I was like more worried about my own health at the moment. So I wasn't even looking at my scattered items worth materialistic prices, yet I ended up getting everything back.
Yeah, people are really nice here.
On their way. You know, they're not the type to be like, are you okay? Which is fine. But they will make sure that like everything.
You get your stuff.
I mean, they're nice in their own way. It's a different type of nice.
Yeah,
And all the people are used to that type of nice, especially if you come from different parts of the world.
I agree. It's like an efficient nice.
Efficient.
I'm gonna make sure you don't get too fucked up, but I'm not gonna go above and beyond. But like, just
We have places to be and we do have things to do. And I love the efficiency of this city. And I think
People
wherever
care.
I go, I'll be a little bit like driven mad because of how patient people are. However, they're not the type to fully ignore you unless you're a crackhead. Then you're probably gonna get ignored.
yeah, but even so, like the amount of people I find who, cause like it, we suck. Like you have some people who are really struggling here. Like I'm the type of person. If you ask me for money, I'm gonna look you in the eyes and tell you I don't have any, or give you something. But I'm gonna look at you. I'm gonna acknowledge you. And I find that I'm not the only person in New York who does that. There is a thing of like we're super busy and we're in this bubble. But yeah, I really do feel this like common want to acknowledge other humans and just not be a complete asshole. Yeah. Just the right amount.
I do have a last question for you here. We do
Let's do
appreciate you
it.
coming on. And it's a question I've been asking everybody. So, what is your biggest failure? And then what did you learn from that?
My biggest failure. What the fuck is my biggest failure?
You could think of it as a writer, or maybe you took one step in the wrong direction.
I don't know, because like, how do you want to go with this, you know?
As deep as you want.
I don't know. I mean, the first thing that comes to mind is you, obviously. You're not a failure. You're fucking wonderful.
Should we switch you out?
No, no, just in the sense that, like, we got together when we were 17. And back then, like, just, accepting someone that really loves you is like, whoa, no, I'm not doing that. So I kind of fucked up, and then we broke up. But, I learned my way through, and now we're back together.
Oh, and I think relationship advice is crucial to hear. So it doesn't have to be about your business. It
Ego, man.
About anything.
Just fucking no one to put it aside.
That's crazy.
Because
Do you have a channel? Do you want to? I mean, I know you're not.
No, I have an Instagram, I guess, but like,
Shout yourself out.
do I want to do that?
You don't have to.
I'm a writer. Will more people read my stuff?
You're a writer that consults for startups.
I do. Yeah.
Probably in your alley, yeah.
I guess. I mean, shit. Washington Square Park? Is that weird? Am I going to get a bunch of fucking randos? What do you think? Randos, I know you're out there. I'm good. You'll block them for me. Okay, my Instagram is Iman. I-M as in mother. A. N as in Nancy. MF as in Faraway Kingdom, not star. They always get it wrong when I call T. So that's IAMANMFT. Okay. Great.
It almost sounded like you said I am an NFT.
Yes, I know, right? Is that fucked up?
Yeah.
I was gonna, cause during high school, at the end of our high school year, everybody changed their name. It was a thing in my French school. We all changed our names and like made a rhyme or did something fun like that, so that colleges couldn't find you. And I thought of doing that, and I was like, fuck it, I'll just leave it. But I was gonna be like, I am an NFT.
How old are you?
I'm 23.
Okay. I couldn't tell if you just graduated high school or if you were 20.
Oh no, it's been a minute.
Wise beyond your
It's
years.
been a
You just
minute.
graduated high school. I'm 24.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, I'm turning 24 in a couple days.
Well, hell yeah. It was so nice to meet you. Happy early birthday.
Hopefully. Iman.
All right, Nishan.
Ishan.
Yeah.
All right.
Russell. So nice to meet
Yeah,
you.
well, cheers for having me on. Have a great day.
It's on New York City.
You can find him on YouTube, TikTok, the Outliers podcast. What is it? The Outliers podcast.
Would you like to come on?
I see it.
It was so nice meeting you. I loved her vibe.
She was great. She had
Yeah.
great energy.
I just
Honestly.
feel like if this has taught me nothing else, we just met 3 people, all from New York City, all with like really creative backgrounds that are all very different.
Yes.
But the spirits on them all and the life lessons they've learned speak such volumes to the culture that is New York City.
Yeah. We do gotta talk about the first guy though. Yeah. So the guy, I don't know if you guys saw this or maybe you heard this or not, but it's basically he was walking by and he said, "Look at these fucking losers," and then he ended up coming on the podcast.
Yeah, he kind of said like, "Look at this stupid show."
Oh yeah. But it was like that.
But also like, I think that people in New York have more of an aggressive tone. Like instead of pausing with the word or I tend to use the F word.
Yeah.
I'm a Northeastern guy. I'm from Pittsburgh though, so like Steel City. What up? Let's go Steelers. And I think we have a more of a harsh tone. Yeah. But we mean well. Like the guy was clearly interested. He wouldn't have been filming us if not, you know.
Well, he was on FaceTime actually. Yo, look at these guys right here.
Entire time.
Yo, yous.
Would you like to plug it?
You want to hop on the podcast?
Oh, Baka, I got
What's your name?
Martin.
Martin. Nice to meet you, Russell.
Nice to meet you, Russell.
Is this A pie in your eye?
It is.
I'm an A pie. That's the only reason I know. I don't go to NYU. I'm an alumni, but
Okay.
there's only one fraternity that gets pied in the face for charity. That's A pie. So you Jewish? You don't look Jewish.
I am not, actually. I'm honest.
You don't look very Jewish either.
You should got good intuition. No. Me and this guy moved here recently. That's actually my brother.
Well, I'm really glad that NYU's chapter is inclusive because same with my chapter. You guys are the Alpha chapter, are you not? Fun fact, API was founded under that square arch right there by Charles C. Moskowitz and the 10 other Immortal 11.
All right.
Like I said, I've been here, I've done that. I was Pledge Master for my fraternity.
Okay, I see you. Okay.
That's cool. So tell us about the charity if I haven't done enough already.
All right, so basically we want to just raise money for, what was the world? It's a court.
They're talking about like
Hospitals throughout Israel.
Come in.
Come, pull up a chair. My friend organized it. I'm actually tempted to bring him over in a minute here, but it's a fund that supports all of the children's hospitals throughout Israel.
That's awesome.
Last semesters, I should say, was for, I forget the name of that one, but it was for shoes for impoverished Jewish children out in Israel, and this time it's for children's hospitals. So it's always for a good cause, and we're doing pretty well. The weather's like fucking beautiful outside.
Weather's beautiful.
Did you know that the children's hospitals in Israel, they have like real professional clowns that come into the hospitals to cheer up the kids? Yeah, so I did Birthright in 2019, and we got to like go to the hospital and cheer up kids with the clown, but it's pretty incredible. So you guys are definitely raising money for a good cause. So there we go. Yeah, man. Yeah, bring the guy over. I'm happy to talk to him, but go get him.
You still have to. I think I was on the way to the bathroom, but I got.
Give us 3 minutes. You said you're Danish?
Yeah. So
Are you from there?
I am 100% Danish. From there, everything.
But what is it? Where is Daneland?
Oh man.
Well, where?
I'll let him answer that question.
I have no idea.
It's called Denmark.
Denmark. I'm an ignorant American.
That's fair enough. Denmark. You know where Sweden is?
Of course. I mean, yeah.
Right next to Sweden.
So European country. And you were born there?
Wait, no. So I know where Denmark's at. Sorry, my bad. Yeah, you guys have.
Capital. I'm not to put you on the spot.
It's not Copenhagen.
It is Copenhagen. There you go.
Okay.
Go and get that yourself.
My bad.
I actually did a school project on bringing Postmates to Copenhagen because Copenhagen has a lot of bike paths. It's very
And also do have
very bike friendly.
Yeah.
You guys also do have the most beautiful women in the entire world. I gotta say.
I mean, honestly, brother, you're not too bad yourself. So maybe it goes across all of the people of Denmark.
It does.
Why did you come here and when? How long ago?
Ooh, I came in the summer, actually.
Oh, okay. So are you just here for a year?
I am, actually. Yeah, I'm working.
You're not the. We had people from France, people from England that would do 1 year in America and join AEPI. Why do you guys join AEPI?
So, actually, so I'm on a gap year. I just came straight from Denmark. I finished high school, I came here. And I knew my roommate, he's from California, and he goes to NYU. And he was like, I know you're taking gap year, why don't you take it in New York? I'd never been to New York, so I was like, yeah, fuck it.
So you don't even go to college?
Not at the moment, no.
Are you so you're not even in this fraternity?
Well, so I'm paying dues. So, I'm in the whole thing. I got introduced to everyone because my roommate, he's in the whole thing, you know. And he was like, guys, we got to get this guy in.
This is awesome.
This is a really unique experience.
I know.
Because
me too.
The kids that studied abroad in my school, they at least were in the school. To think that you were just like, yeah, I'll do the whole pledging thing, screw it.
Fuck it, you know, it's an experience, you know, that's what I came here for. I knew it was going to be a movie going to New York, and everyone, that's what they said it was going to be.
And now you're doing a podcast
fuck
at
it, let's do
Washington
it.
Square Park. Fellow API.
Fellow API there. Beautiful boys.
What's your favorite part about living here?
Oh, man, there's always something to do.
Your English is very good. I gotta say quickly.
I lived in California for a couple of years.
Okay, got you.
I don't have an accent.
Yeah, I was like, dude, you don't sound like this anymore.
I could try to talk with a Danish accent.
Yeah. Oh, look at it. Look who we got here.
Whoa, that's a crazy feature. Out of nowhere.
We have
This is our
Seth
buddy.
Godwin. This guy's a famous TikToker.
Seth Godwin, 1.7 million followers on Instagram. Absolutely out of the blue on the podcast.
All right. What's up? Oh, Seth's there. Hold on.
Fashion rough.
This is the man behind the plan.
Ishan, nice to meet you. Hold on. So you want us to give a more in-depth answer about what you guys are doing here and what you guys just did?
Absolutely. So we're doing an event called Pi of Pi. So we're the Alpha chapter, the Alpha Epsilon Pi fraternity, the oldest chapter, the oldest Jewish fraternity within the U.S. We're raising funds for Repair the World Fund. It's a great, awesome cause. It raises proceeds for Jewish causes globally, specifically hospitals within Israel, Tel Aviv, Jerusalem. We're just out here. We raised a ton of cash. We're doing great. We're about to close up, but I just want to say thank you to everyone that came over today. It was awesome.
100%.
Yeah, and if you guys, do you have like a website or anybody like check out or like Instagram or something?
Yeah, absolutely. So our Instagram is AEPI_NYC. Go there. You can see everything about this event and other philanthropy events we've done in the past, and now we're about to plan. We have a few more things planned before the start of the summer, so stay tuned, okay?
What's your position in the fraternity?
I'm the philanthropy chair.
Word.
Yeah.
Are you close to your $10,000 goal?
$2,000 goal. And I'd say we were close. We were close. We fell short of it. We're still trying to calculate to see how much we got exactly. But it was a lot. We raised $1,100 last year. We were here.
Oh, wow.
We beat that.
I'm an API.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, weird coincidence. Which is why when I saw cream all over your face, I had a feeling it was API. We call it API in your eye. We always had a $10,000 goal.
Really?
So as the Alpha chapter, I feel like you should have a $100,000 goal.
Oh, right. You know what? I'm increasing it right now. $100,000. If you guys all want to donate, come out. Yeah.
That's you kind of
recruiting everyone. Who wants to slap us?
yeah.
What chapter were you?
I'm in the Delta Row chapter. Oh, Drexel.
Oh, Drexel, PA. Awesome. I went there for convocation. That's great.
Oh yeah. It was like what, last year?
Last year, yeah.
I
Awesome time.
may have met you honestly, brother.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's like you see, I got a bit.
Awesome.
Yeah. Hey, nice meeting you, brother. What was your name again?
Martin.
Martin. Russ.
Ishan, nice to meet you. Yeah,
You guys.
glad to meet you.
Yeah, of course.
Pleasure.
So I understand you guys are Jewish and have a podcast.
No. That is
I'm not
pure
Jewish,
coincidence. I am Jewish. So I graduated from Drexel last year. Okay. I was pledge master.
Really?
Yeah, man. I
Okay.
take a field trip here when I was a pledge.
Damn.
Probably shouldn't be talking about this to be confused.
Yeah, you're scaring me right now. I might have to leave.
It's okay. We can. I will probably ask us to cut the parts where I talk about the process.
Yeah,
but
It's all good.
we'll see. I'm not a member of the fraternity anymore. So I
Gotcha,
can't really get
gotcha.
in trouble.
Yeah.
But no, man.
Education is very important.
It's cool to see you guys out here though, repping and kind of like giving these kids an opportunity, right?
Oh, yeah.
Martin, that's a really cool opportunity.
Martin's great.
If you have anything to say, no, I don't want to take it in that direction. Mostly like, do you want to talk about why you let Martin into your fraternity? Because this is a Jewish fraternity, is it not?
So we're not exclusively Jewish, right? Historically, we were in the past, and just as time goes on, that's not the direction we want. We want to be very diverse, of course. We have Christians, we have Muslims, we have everyone. not just Jews. A majority of our chapter is Jewish, of course. And we make sure that all of our members go to Jewish learning, very close to the Chabad house. We have an in-house rabbi that we have them learn Jewish learnings. They haven't had a bar mitzvah, say they're not Jewish, we'll allow them to have that opportunity. A few of them have. We're
Do any of them feel like you're pushing your religion onto them? That feels almost uncomfortable now.
That's interesting you say that. I have a lot of friends that, maybe at home they are Christian or they are Muslim, but it's more so that they have a respect for the Jewish culture and the Jewish religion, more so that we're trying to morph them into that. They do on their own volition.
Okay, quick cut. Basically, after the last guy just spoke, pretty much our recorder just died, so I plugged it in. We're good to go
I
now.
just don't think anyone cares about that. Let's get right into it. With over 1.7 million followers across platforms, he is best known for choosing the top 3 and worst 3 cars, credit cards, banks, and everything in between. This man is the man that you follow because he works in finance. Seth Godwin, everybody.
The Godfather.
Hello.
All right, anyways. Seth is a good friend of ours. No, I'm going to talk about Seth for a second.
Go ahead.
Seth is a good friend of ours. We did not tell him to come here, but he is here,
I just showed up.
which is the beauty of this podcast.
Honestly.
I think that's the beauty of this city, too. I don't know where else you're planning on doing this, but this just happens in New York City.
And
One
that's
of the magical things.
Well, that's kind of the test, right? I think we're starting it in like the most pivotal, quintessential capital of entertainment and weirdos of the world. But that's
Yeah,
not
this
to
is the
say-
top.
But that's not to say that we can't find meaningful, interesting conversations in other spaces. I don't think we need to go to the Las Vegas and Los Angeles and New York City of the world to have really unique conversations. I think people want to know what Iowa is like.
Well, of course you don't have to go to New York City of the world. You're already here.
I want to know what Iowa is like.
Corn.
Corn.
That's it.
And potatoes, right? Or that's Idaho.
Idaho definitely has potatoes. I don't know. But Nebraska and Iowa, I know, have corn.
So, Seth, you speak pretty highly of this place. Do you live in New York City?
I don't live in New York City. I had a
But
plan
what
to
do
move
you love about New York City? That's a real question.
The easier question would be, what don't you love about New York City? Sometimes it smells bad. The people that are walking by, not a big fan of them. And that's about it. And just for reference, should I say who just walked by?
Yeah, I don't really care.
Fuck the police.
Okay. Okay. Anyways, you don't live in New York City. Is this your first time here? What's your purpose for coming here? Why do you love New York City so much? Why are you here? Tell me answers. Give me things.
So
Talk.
this is far from my first time to New York City. My first time was back in 2019.
And how many times have you been to New York City since your first time in 2019?
At least 30. I don't know. I've lost count. This is like my third or fourth time here this year. We're in late April of 2023 right now. This time I came up to do a podcast, not this one, but a podcast with a company who shall not be named because I signed an NDA, and I don't like them. 2, my grandma decided to come along. A little bit of backstory for why.
She's very sweet.
I'm glad you guys like her. She liked you too. For Christmas of 2022, I bought both of my grandparents just basically blanked plane tickets to wherever they wanted to go. My grandma found out I was coming to New York. She's been wanting to come up for a long time, so she decided to use her plane ticket for this.
And what's that experience been like? Because although you've been here 30 times, you've spent very few times here with your family. It's not your first time here with your family. However, it is the first time you've been here with your grandmother. So what's that experience like coming here with, first of all, your grandmother, but secondly, someone that's never been here in their entire life?
Oh, she's been here, but
She's
really young.
She's been here, but she's never explored here. Like, I won't get into those details, but this is her first time. Like, I say it's her first time in the city because this is the first time she's actually done stuff.
What has she done?
We've done the Empire State Building. We've done the One World Trade Center. We just did the Statue of Liberty. It's been incredible. It's been really cool to see her experience all of this for the first time. It's been a little bit difficult showing somebody around who has spent most of their life in a small town and watching them grasp just how different life is here. It's been challenging, but a lot of fun. I'm tired. Like, I'm legitimately exhausted showing people around.
but it
Which is
I
funny,
wouldn't
by the
change
way,
it for
because
anything.
it's not like you're doing anything different. I find that every time you're in New York, you go pretty hard and you do a lot. I would say what's exhausting is like having to do it on someone else's schedule.
And having somebody else to be responsible for. Like most of the time, when I'm with my friends or with like my mom or my sister, then like they can keep up with things pretty well and they can comprehend like follow Seth. But my grandma is like she's experiencing all of this bigger stuff for the first time, and she'll get distracted by something and I won't realize it, and I'll look behind her and she's gone. So that's been a little terrifying and a little bit exhausting to adjust to. But again, I wouldn't change it for anything. It's been so much fun.
Does your grandma also like appreciate the new foods I guess you guys have been trying here, or does she like, I don't know, because I feel like probably in small towns you're probably having the same things over and over again. Are you experiencing new things here with her?
It's been a little bit difficult to get her out of her comfort zone. So we've kind of stuck to American food, which is very easy to find here. What just happened here?
All right, we're good.
Okay. New York City, baby.
Yes, sir.
But she's enjoyed all of the food that she's had.
That's good. Actually, let's just ask or you want to go ahead? Go ahead.
I just feel like at this point, this is a New York themed episode, and we have someone here that's come back 30 times, and he came in hot saying, you're at the top peak of entertainment, having nothing but good things to say about it. But I want to hope and pray that a lot of people that are watching this have never been to New York and have only seen it as this like fantasy land. And I want to hear from firsthand, what keeps you coming back, and what are your favorite things to do while you're here?
Well, there's always something going on here, you know? Cool. And it's always exciting, even just walking down the street. You never know what you're going to see. It could be positive or negative. You could see a celebrity. I saw Dave Grohl whenever we got off the air train at JFK. Like, what?
I saw Patrick Beverly at Joe's.
There you go. Or you could just see a crazy man beating up a sandwich. You just never know. My favorite thing to do in the city, though, is to go to the Comedy Cellar. That is my favorite place in the freaking world. Definitely at the best in New York City.
You want to give a favorite shout out to your favorite pizza?
Shout out to Joe's, baby. Joe's on Carmine. Joe's on Fulton. Joe's on Broadway. All of them.
I'd say that you definitely have like your favorite things to do. But one of my favorite things about you coming to New York is we always find one new thing to get done that kind of opens up the world. We've talked about it a lot in this podcast. I live here. I moved here back in July of last year. And I'd say my favorite part about living here is how much opportunity to socialize and network there is with people without me having to move. Just this morning, I had a friend that I met through business ventures in 2020 come to New York. I had never met him once in my entire life. And I had introduced this guy to his co-founder. He now runs a multi-million-dollar business, and I introduced him to his co-founder. I'd never met this guy in my life. He just happens to be in New York. So what do? I hit him up. I come down to the city, and we like grab lunch, and it's my first time ever meeting him. And if I lived anywhere else in the world, I would have never met him. And that happens time and time again. For your birthday, you came to New York to hang out with me. You come to hang out with me once a month. And it's not because of me, for the record. It's because we live in this incredible city filled with opportunity, with business minds, with intellectuals, with creativity, with artwork, with entertainment, with free things to do, with the best food in the world, and the most expensive rent you could possibly imagine, which is why I am leaving New York City, ladies and gentlemen. I am moving next month. I hate it here. Get me out. Okay. I am moving, but no, I love it here.
Totally just hyped up New York City and then just shat on it.
I mean, there's a price to pay for all the stuff you see around here, right? Like, it wouldn't, if this place wasn't that magical, the rent wouldn't be that high, right? The rent is as expensive as it is because of the opportunities here. It's because of the magic of the city, the food, the culture, how many people you can meet, the opportunities you can build here.
Yeah, it's basic supply and demand economics. Yeah. The demand is massive and the supply is limited. Therefore, in order to weed out some of the people who aren't as serious, got to raise rent prices.
And it's definitely one of those places where people hate from the outside. I never wanted to move here. I came here for work. I was forced to move here. After I graduated, I went to school in Philadelphia. I hated Philly as it was. I wanted to go somewhere else.
Yeah, you talked mad shit.
And then you kind of,
here.
you get an idea for what you're getting yourself into, the energy, the livelihood, the magic that really comes with the city, and you do find an appreciation for it. And I just think that people like to look at the negatives. There's no nature. It's expensive. It smells bad. People are mean, right? There's all of these personas that people like to believe exist within New York City. It's when people really live here and explore here and understand their roots that they kind of get this second opinion for it and really develop a love for it. And I know even though I am leaving next month, it's going to be a tough pill to swallow because, like, we just got to do this today. Yeah. And you guys are watching it like we planned it. No, we did not plan this. This was a spur of the moment decision.
This was planned like last night.
And then I just showed up.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere.
That's true.
So, I mean, I feel like this is a great way to close out the podcast. Like, ending it with someone that is near and dear to our hearts, ending it with someone that literally doesn't live here, is from Florida, still lives in Florida, was born in Florida, but makes the financial choice and the conscious decision to spend his money coming up here as often as he can, because although it may not make sense for you to monetarily move here, for every other reason it makes sense for you to be here, so you come here as often as you can.
Right, and I'll be here again next week and the week after that.
And if it was up to you, you would be living in my apartment after I move.
Yeah, I wasn't going to bring that up, but there is that. You want to explain that one, Russ? It's not my story to tell. Actually, yeah, it is. Fuck you.
I mean, really what it comes down
Russ
to is
told me he was going to try to sublet me his apartment for the last month and a half because he was going to be moving earlier than his lease ended. But instead of sticking up for me, he just let his landlord walk all over him and just gave up the lease.
It actually offers a really interesting point because in New York City, I don't even live in Manhattan, right? I live in Astoria, which is a beautiful neighborhood. They have an incredible park and tons of great food. However, it's not New York City. It's not Manhattan, rather. It's technically out of the way. Yet, I'm paying $2,700 a month for a one-bedroom, one-bathroom with no washer and dryer, with no dish disposal. And there's a wait list for my apartment. So, when I asked my landlord if I could sublet it, his response was, well, you can just move out early, penalty-free. And yeah, man, I'm not going to go down to Texas and then come back up a month later just to move my stuff out. So I took the free opportunity to get out, and I acted selfishly, and I don't regret it.
You're going to.
No, I probably will regret it. I think I'll regret leaving New York City more than I'll regret.
No, you're going to regret letting up the apartment because I'm going to make your life a living hell.
That's just a bold statement. That's just a full-on threat on camera.
Absolutely, it is. Hold me
Sam,
to it.
We have a question for you.
I don't have an answer.
What's your biggest failure, and how did you learn from it?
There you go.
Becoming friends with you, and now I know. I'm just kidding. So my biggest failure was trying to climb the corporate ladder of Walmart way too aggressively, and I ended up getting fired. What I learned from it is that nothing is as secure as you think it is. Spend more time with your family instead of giving up the time to people who would replace you in a second if you were to drop dead. And have more than one source of income.
It actually poses a really interesting conversation that I think we could shed light onto, which is a little bit about your story and some of the decisions that you made that led you to where you are today.
Where do you want me to start?
I don't think we need to get super detailed and granulated here, but I'd love to hear how you went from Walmart to whatever your next position was. I know for a fact something happened after that, which led you eventually to content creation and to a place where I think you're really comfortable right now. And I think it's a very inspiring story. So just take us from A to B.
Sure. So we'll say Walmart is A. The firing moment was A. For the next couple of months,
Did you go to college?
Odds and ends jobs. I did.
Sorry.
Oh, you let me talk.
Well, just so you guys know, our relationship is different. We're very close friends, so it may seem like we're harsh to each other, but we're really not. We're just...
Shut up! Let the man speak!
All right, this has been fun. This has been the Outliers. I'll see you next time.
It's not even called the Outliers podcast.
Wait, this isn't the Outliers?
This is Podcast in the Park.
This has been Podcast in the Park. I will see you guys next time. Thank you. Anyway, so yeah, I did one semester of college, and I've never been a fan of school. I hate standardized testing. I think it's the biggest failure we've done to our children. Let's go.
Throw this fire in my face right now.
Fuck off.
Throw this fire in my face right now. I do a single.
Hold the mic. Hold the mic.
Hold the mic. I'm doing it.
It's a fraternity thing.
Let's go, Day in the Cut.
Amazing.
Let's go. Wait, drop my new song.
No.
Bringing it back. Jay in the Cut. Dropped out right now on all platforms. Go listen to that shit.
All right, well, that was something.
That was definitely something.
I have some cream on my hand.
Okay, so be quickly, I fucking love Seth. Seth, that was great. That was great. That was a great dynamic there. Those guys were part of Russ's fraternity or ex-fraternity, and they wanted to pie him in the face or something, right? I don't know what did they want.
Say pie in your eye. It's just a fundraiser for charity. I feel like we've talked about it enough on this podcast. Walmart.
Yeah, I did one semester of college. Wasn't for me. My thought process was, why should I spend like the next 4 years being miserable in classes I don't care about when I can go out and make money?
Did you say it was community college?
It was Pensacola State College. So it was a state college. By
It was a
definition.
Pensacola State College.
Hey, don't talk shit. Pensacola is wonderful. Shout out Pensacola.
Shout out Floribama.
Can I push him?
Yeah, and you do whatever you want to him. What's up? Can't.
Okay. So yeah, I started working at Walmart. I moved up pretty fast. I started in electronics, moved all over the store, ended up getting a position in management, moved stores as like the main manager of the online grocery department. I took the literal worst store in the country for this department and made it the top performing in the market. And then shit just went downhill fast. So got fired, worked some odds and ends jobs, started a freight business with my best friend and his mom. We did well for a little while, and then we sold. And then I got a job at one of the largest financial institutions in the world. At the outbreak of the pandemic, started making content because I was bored. And I took it full time a little less than a year later.
How much money did you make a year working at Walmart at your highest position?
Like $32,000,
How much money did you make a year working at one of the largest banks in the world?
42.5,
How much money have you made in the first 4 months of this year?
almost $80,000.
That's all. So if I take anything away from this story and what I've been inspired by with Seth is, and his content to be honest, is Seth didn't start making videos for money. Seth made videos because he was pissed off.
That's accurate.
He's providing a lot of value.
I was pissed off that nobody knew how to buy a car. And honestly, it was a little bit out of pettiness too, because I was hoping that through my videos, I would lessen my burden at my job, which was mainly processing vehicle loans.
Point being, Seth was pissed off. Really good info added there. Seth was really frustrated. And his goal was to help people as a result. Seth started making videos with the intention of giving, right? What you find in life is when you give, good things come.
That's a beautiful sentiment.
You built a genuine community around your genuity and your want to provide free information that you genuinely thought could help people. It opened up doors, it opened up opportunities, and you built a brand around it. And now you're doing what you love. You make content when you want, you travel when you want, you live financially free, you help people for free, and you have all-star brands supporting you that you looked up to when you were young. For example, and I'll speak for this personally, when I was a high schooler, there was only one website I used to look for beat-down shitty cars. It was Kelley Blue Book. I didn't know of anything else. I looked on Kelley Blue Book to see if my car that I was buying off Craigslist was worth the money. When you got a brand deal with Kelley Blue Book, it made me have goosebumps, and I know it did the same for you. And that is the perfect ending to the funnel, ending to the story of doing what you want and then working with badass brands that you looked up to growing up to provide genuine information. It's a perfect story, and I think it's a beautiful message that should be shared with the world.
Well, thank you, Russ. That means a lot.
No, fuck you. But anyways.
Suck my dick.
I think we're we're gonna call it right there. I think this is a really good day.
Yeah, I think what Ishan's getting at is we just can't do better than Seth.
Nobody can do better than Seth. The quicker people learn that, the better. The quicker you learn that, the better. Just follow in my footsteps. Strive to be as good as me. Know that you won't be, and just be happy with your crumbs.
Well, that's beautiful, man. This has been Podcasting in the Park. Let us know which neighborhood you want us to go to, which park you want us to sit at, and who you want us to talk to next. This has been Russ. That's been Ishan.
And I'm the motherfucking godfather.
Like, comment, subscribe, baby. Let's get it.